Hi guys, welcome back on board to the Crypto Cruise. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Litecoin, what Litecoin is all about, what makes it unique. We're going to talk some chart analysis, potential price target, and we're also going to discuss Ethereum. And today's show, we're going to start with the Bitcoin chart, as we always do. And I've told you guys, we start forming this bearish pattern from 13th of August, and ever since we've been in a downtrend. All-time high price was around 125,000. We dropped all the way down to 107,000, and now we're just experiencing continuation of the trend on the upside, and we're gonna start hitting all-time high prices, in my personal opinion, in the immediate short term. Of course, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes, and before you do anything, do diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is definitely not a financial advice. Now, right now, since we broke out of this bearish channel pattern on the upside, I'm anticipating higher prices, and potentially we can start hitting all-time high. I'm not gonna be surprised at all if by the end of the month, early next one, we're gonna start hitting prices of above 125,000, and by the end of October, Bitcoin can catapult quickly to 150,000. Now, we're in a definite raging bull market. We have to establish that. The bottom of the bear market happened in November of 2022, almost 3 years ago, and ever since we've been in an upward trend line. What I mean that corrections like these, they're actually healthy and they're actually for buying, and don't hesitate because they don't last long, and usually they break they break above and they're heading for higher prices. Now when it comes to Ethereum, I've been nothing but right as well, and if we just zoom in on the weekly chart, and not only on the yearly chart, I've told you guys this huge reverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish chart pattern, and this ascending triangle pattern that we start forming it from middle of March of 2024, almost a year and a half ago. We start forming this huge ascending triangle pattern that we actually broke above last month. And I've told you, once Ethereum start hitting price of above 4,300, potentially we can come back to this resistance line, previous resistance that we've tested multiple times from November 2021. We tested it again in March of 2024. We tested it in May of 2024. We tested it at the end of last year in December of 2024, price of above 4,000. And while everyone was thinking we're gonna break above and Ethereum gonna start hitting all-time high prices, we actually capitulated. Then Trump introduced the tariffs, a V-shaped recovery. We broke above this resistance line, as I've said last month. Once we start hitting 4,300, I've told you potentially we can come back to price of around 4,000. That's what we did. We hit all-time high. Ethereum almost $5,000. Now I think it's forming like a small falling wedge, which is a bullish chart pattern for continuation of the trend on the upside. And if we measure this price target for this ascending triangle pattern, measure it from the bottom to the top, the price target should be above 6,600, and that's what I'm anticipating for Ethereum to do in the next coming months. Potentially it can happen by the end of October, early November, price of around 6,600, potentially one final shake off and a blow off top, which can occur February, March of next year. I mean, this is something that charts, and 10,000 and 5 digits for Ethereum. This is something that charts, this is not just wishful thinking. So now when it comes to Litecoin, LTC, usually Litecoin tend to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum once the true speculation of the altcoin season happen. So if I can make an educated guess and an educated bet, I would say that Litecoin has a highly likelihood of outperforming Ethereum and Bitcoin in the next 4 to 6 months. If we just zoom in the previous bull, I mean not only 2017 bull cycle, but the 2013 bull cycle we went 100x. In 2017 went above 100x. The last cycle in 2020-2021 went from price of around at the bottom of the bear market, which occurred in COVID of March of 2020, price of around $25. We went all the way to above 413 as far as I remember. So it went almost 15x. So if something like that plays out, if we measure it from the bottom here, the price target should be so yeah, around $800 to $1,000, something. That's something that charts. But what we're seeing right now is we actually break above this resistance line that we've tested in June of 2023. We tested it in April of 2024, a price of around $113. We actually managed to break above this resistance line in December of 2024, a price of around $150. We tried to turn this previous resistance into support. We actually capitulated. We formed, as you can clearly see, a double bottom formation, and for continuation of the trend, we broke above this resistance line again not long time ago, and now we're turning it into support for continuation of the trend on the upside. Now, once the true speculation of the altcoin season happen and Litecoin basically break above this price target that we formed in December of 2024, a price of above $150, I'm not going to be surprised if Litecoin goes and tests this resistance line that we've tested multiple times in the past. In December of 2017, a price of around $370, and we tested it again perfectly in March of 2021. Its all-time high, price of around $413. Now, if we go and test it, let's say if we go and test it by at the end of this year, let's say November, December of this year, the price target should be around $460. But the highly likelihood, since we've tested it multiple times in the past, the highly likelihood is to actually break on the upside. So if Litecoin goes above $460 to potentially $470, come back, turn this previous resistance into support, I'm not going to be surprised. As I've said before, Litecoin surprise everyone and start testing price and pretty much double in price from $470. Double in price, that's around $1,000. I mean, this is something that charts, as I've said, this is not just wishful thinking. Let's see how this thing is going to play out. Of course, this is not a financial advice. It's interesting for me to see how this thing is going to play out as well. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you want to subscribe to my Patreon and really support my work, that would be absolutely amazing. With that subscription comes one-on-one consultation of how to navigate through that bull cycle. Not only that, my 2 books of how to become a sophisticated trader, and of course exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins out there. Some of their 50, 100x potential. Once again, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.